What's up, everybody? Welcome back. This is part 2 of our Q&A that we started earlier this week.
We're in different clothes now, yeah.
I got here. First question. What are your views on coffee? I know that a couple of y'all have asked us because I did mention in my vlog that we usually drink coffee on the weekends only now. So
I have plenty of energy now, and so coffee's kind of not necessary as far as that aspect, but it is delicious. And it's kind of like a little treat. I had something like whenever we go to the grocery store, sometimes we'll get it there. Walk through the grocery store, it keeps me a little peppy instead of getting annoyed by all the shopping.
Even faster.
Yep.
You already talk fast.
I do talk fast, yeah.
When you drink coffee, I'm like, but pretty much the same. So in my contest prep, and back whenever I was leaner, I had coffee every single morning, like 2 cups.
Yeah.
I was having pre-workout and I was taking a fat burner, but basically a caffeine pill. So I was taking that, I was drinking coffee, taking pre-workout, like all of these extra sources of caffeine, and I didn't realize that I really did rely on them. And so as we've increased our intake, really, not even increase the intake, I honestly think it's being vegan. Like, I'm gonna throw that in there. I think it's because of what we eat and the effect that the foods that we have on our bodies. Does that make sense? Anyway, more energy. I don't need it. I don't need coffee every morning anymore. I take pre-workout because I do like pre-workout. It makes me tingle a little bit, but I don't take it before every single workout. And then coffee on the weekends, like as a little extra treat.
It's all mental, not performance.
Yeah.
Then also as far as the vegan stuff goes, I mean, basically the vegan stuff.
Vegan stuff.
Yeah, just make sure you drink enough water and eat enough. That kind of comes down to it. You can be vegan and be very unhealthy.
That's true. Just like, not being vegan, there's plenty of ways to be unhealthy as a non-vegan. There's plenty of ways to be unhealthy as a vegan too. So, yes. What are your tips for meeting protein when you prefer not to eat dairy, soy, or meat? Do you eat any seitan or tofu?
Yes. Is that good enough?
Yes.
Seitan and tofu, yeah.
Protein. So obviously we don't eat dairy. We don't eat meat. Soy, I don't have an issue with soy. I don't have any allergies. A lot of the research that I've seen has shown that in moderate amounts, soy protein isolate, so the processed form of soy, there's a possibility that long term, if you take tons and tons and tons of it, it might not be the best for your health, but I think it's because it's more of a processed food. Soy in itself comes from a bean, a soybean, which is like a black bean or pinto bean. Like, it's a bean. Don't be afraid of a bean. So if you're not allergic to it, tofu and seitan and tempeh are fantastic ways to get protein in. So we do eat tofu, we get seitan. He's not a fan of tempeh, but I do like it, so I'll have it from time to time. Other than that, I get a lot of protein from cooked lentils, split green peas, beans.
Yeah.
Yes, he eats a lot of black beans, a lot of refried beans. I like pinto beans, garbanzo beans, or chickpeas, same thing, I guess. And other sources of protein, kind of like hidden sources of protein, are just in the massive volumes of food that we eat. So when you eat a lot of whole wheat products, so I eat a lot of oatmeal, I'll get anywhere 15 to 20 grams of protein from oatmeal throughout the day. So breakfast and snacks or dessert. Also from lots and lots of greens. Believe it or not, there is protein in spinach, there's protein in kale, broccoli, what other veggies? All the other veggies we eat. There are trace amounts of protein in it, but whenever you add it up, whenever I'm having a giant bowl of spinach, that's like 10 grams of protein right there.
Huge.
Good one. Nutritional yeast. That's also another one. We just need to do a separate video on protein because I get so many questions on it.
And just have that link ready at all times.
Right. Nutritional yeast.
Here are my thoughts.
Get some. It will change your life. Get some. If you don't know what it is, Google it. Google's fantastic. How do you handle accidentally eating an animal product, whether you realize it as you're eating it or you find out later on?
I feel like we answered this, did we not?
There is a video that we posted quite a while back whenever we bought pizza sauce that had milk in it. And this was after we ate the pizza.
That was during we ate the pizza.
It's true. Yeah, because I was like, what the hell? And so we filmed the video because I was angry. So I will
amount, but still.
find that and link it below. Yeah, it just made us really angry. Basically,
it's pizza sauce.
Basically, you move on with life. That's how we handle it.
Apparently, we haven't moved on from that one.
I mean,
it's like our go-to story.
It's one of those things, like, it sucks if it happens. I guess my issue with it is buying into that. But at the same time, we do our very best every other second of the day to reduce suffering from other beings for our own pleasure and preferences. So it's just, you kind of accept that it happened, you learn from it, because now we check every single pizza sauce that we buy. I mean, we did before, but we like double check each other. And
well, in that pizza sauce, we checked it on a box where it was packaged together with something else. We're like, oh, we don't need everything there, so let's just get the sauce by itself. And so we assumed that it was good because it was a part of that same set.
Right.
It's just its own component. So
yeah, just assume. So never assume.
Never
really.
assume.
But just learn from it. You know, realize, I guess, where you made a mistake, accept it and move on. Sometimes I do feel a little grossed out. You know, it like freaks me out because I know I have that connection with what it is. But I didn't die.
Still here.
Still here. We didn't get a knock on the door from the vegan police. I was really surprised about that.
No vegan cards revoked.
Yeah. No, nobody. I still got my vegan card in my wallet. Yeah. You know, the World Vegan Organization.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. The World Vegan Order.
That's all you.
Okay. Oh gosh, that's a really long one. I was wondering about glycogen depletion during peak week as a vegan. This is very specific to bodybuilding and contest prep. I find that peak week is the hardest, especially knowing that my coach isn't vegan. I can't digest any soy or tofu. Oh, I can't digest any soy, so tofu isn't an option. Goodness. This all just depends on your coach. Like, there are so many different ways to prep. There are so many different ways to approach peak week. I honestly can't tell you what's going to be right for your body, but I highly recommend you find a coach that is accepting of your vegan lifestyle. If they're, you know, especially if you're on a meal plan, because that's really not, you can't really translate a meat eating meal plan into a vegan meal plan, because basically what a meat eating meal plan, it consists of a protein, so they'll have, you were on what, like 10 ounces of beef,
per meal?
Maybe vegetables, yeah, and then like 10 ounces of potatoes. So you can't translate that to vegan food, because we get protein and carbs and fats from all different sources. So a lot of my meals, I get my protein from beans plus vegetables plus my carbs. So definitely recommend finding a coach that specializes in vegan training and bodybuilding. I can't really answer too much else about that.
Yeah.
Just because it's so specific to each individual. As for my contest prep, I do have several videos that were leading up to my show, so I recommend you go back and look, because I did do daily vlogs on my peak week, so I let you guys know what my protein, carbs, fats were and everything like that. So go back, look at my contest prep. If you still have any questions, feel free to email me. I'd love to chat with you. Before the show, how many calories were you eating compared to now? Oh gosh. Before the show,
a lot.
Like week of the show, or week before the show, or 2 weeks before the show? Like what does that mean?
Go right for the show. Go low.
Yeah, my lowest. My lowest daily macros, I think I was at like 90 carbs, 30 fat, and 130 protein. Something like that. Gosh, now I think I'm averaging like 60 fat. This is before sitting down and writing down numbers. I'm averaging like 60 fat, 450 carbs, and like 150 protein.
Yeah.
But I also have like a good 12 to 15 pounds on me. But I'm okay with that. I'm a lot stronger. My energy is so much better. As I said, I'm not relying on caffeine to get me through the day. I can eat so much more food. I can enjoy lemon poppy seed muffins with Matt in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice. 'Tis nice. Are you taking any other supplement besides protein? I don't really see protein as like a supplement. It's basically just a powdered form of what I eat, if that makes sense. Like it's a powdered form of, it's like a wheat protein or a soy protein or a pea protein. So basically take the powdered form of like split peas, put it into a powder, add flavorings. I do use protein powder because I like to make it into a sludge. Other supplements, creatine. I take creatine, I have been for years. It is a, what's the, synthetic creatine? So it's not animal-based. Every now and again, if I'm cutting, I'll take branched chain amino acids, and there are vegan brands out there. So I do have a vegan brand one. Pre-workout, I do take pre-workout a couple times a week, but like I said, not before every workout. I try not to take it before every workout, just so I don't mentally rely on it. I do have a vegan brand of that as well.
All the stuff.
Vitamins, those kind of supplements, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've always been like cautious, I guess. I've always been one to double check and make sure I get my nutrients. So I take these are all vegan. I get them from Thrive and Amazon. So I take a multi, vitamin D. It's like methylbicalamum B12 or something. It's like the best form of B12 that you can take. I don't know the name, but I looked it up.
B12.
It's the best form. It's the best one. I also get that from Nutritional Yeast. What else? Turmeric. We now take turmeric for our joints. Glucosamine, which is for joints, but we're going to rely on the turmeric for that. What else?
I don't know. It's like that chewable, whatever that is.
That's the B12. Iron. I take an iron supplement. It's called Healthy Blood, but it's iron. I think that's about it.
That's it.
I think that's about it. But yeah, I've always taken vitamins. Always. Back whenever I was training with my previous coach, I was taking the Animal Pack supplements. If you guys know what those are, it's like 20 pills. You're supposed to take like 20 pills twice a day. It's got all these kinds of vitamins. But now, I mean, I get most of them from my food. Like, we get most of them from our food, and it's nice. I just take those, because every day is different. Like yesterday, I probably wouldn't have gotten all my vitamins, so we take them just to make sure. You.
Yes.
Supplements. I took over this Q&A.
I mean supplements. Yeah, you took those. They're all for you. Supplements. I mean, do I even do protein? Every once in a while. It's rare. BCAAs, no. Unless I just want something that has flavors.
Mm-hmm. But now I have an unflavored one, so there you go.
I don't want that. Pre-workout. I'm probably gonna stop entirely. I rarely do it. But
you don't need it.
Yeah, I just feel like it dehydrates me. But I mean, it doesn't. It just mentally, I'm like, something's going on. Something should be happening. But I just rather drink water. I just like water now.
I know.
It's weird. And then same pills for the most part from you. A few less, right?
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah. B12, turmeric.
Yeah.
All that.
Pretty much the same. Oh, I also take if I'm feeling anxious, I take an anxiety free. It's called anxiety free. It's like a little natural herb supplement.
Not a
it helps
supplement, really.
calm my anxiety. It's just like herbs in pill form. I guess it's like concentrated chamomile tea. So I'll take that whenever I'm feeling anxious because I no longer take my anxiety medicine that I had prescribed. So that's neat. That's neat to not rely on that because I didn't like that.
Ooh.
Ew, have you ever done intermittent fasting?
You haven't, right?
Answer it.
Well,
I have.
have you?
Yes. I'll
When?
explain it in a minute. Answer it.
I mean, I have, but not by choice. Well, I mean, I guess it was by choice, but it was just me at work, right? Is that what you're thinking about? Yeah. So I would go to work, not eat all day, and then come home and eat. And so that was my form of intermittent fasting, but it was not for cutting. It wasn't for any kind of health reason or anything like that. It was just me being me.
Lifestyle.
Yeah, but I've completely stopped that. That was years ago.
Yeah.
Now we eat a lot at work.
And you also didn't eat healthy when you did eat. And you didn't eat enough when you did eat. Whenever you started eating more, that's whenever you gained muscle and like.
And now I'm busting out of this shirt.
Oh man, my ducks are too big.
Oh yeah, sound like that.
Intermittent fasting.
Running out of
Yes,
clothes.
I have. Back whenever I trained with Josh.
Sounds about right. He did it.
He did. An old trainer of mine used to do intermittent fasting, and
Your first trainer, right?
yeah, my first trainer.
Wow.
Thank you, Josh. Man, that's what started it all the lifting. So, yeah, he did intermittent fasting because he was super busy with his personal training, and so he would eat during a few hours at work, and I was intrigued by it because at the time that's whenever I was struggling with like binge eating. So I was intrigued by it because it's a way to still restrict your calories, but you get to eat a ton at once. So I did it for, it was like maybe a month or two, and I was so focused on food. Like whenever I wasn't eating, I would eat from, I think my fasting window was between like 8 p.m. and like noon the next day. So I had like a 6 to 8 hour feasting window or eating window, or maybe 5 hours. Maybe I ate at like 6 or something. Okay, I can tell you. So, and we also didn't live together at the time, so you didn't really realize it. So I would fast during the day. So I was at work working at the X-ray company, and I would get like shaky at work because I was so hungry. And over time, it gets better. But some people just aren't meant to fast that long. Like, and especially me, I was just thinking about food all the time. So I was drinking water and I was drinking coffee, caffeine to get through the day, and then I would eat so much at once. And it was nice because, like I said, I could eat like, I was still only eating like 1,500 calories a day, but I could eat a lot at once. So I'd make like it was like a tray of like protein muffins like that. I would eat the whole tray of those and then have some peanut butter, and but then as soon as I finished, I was like, man, that, it's over, and then you have to fast for another 16 hours. So it did not work for me. Like mine was purely for a dieting goal, and I was trying to restrict the way that I was eating and restrict my calories, but still feel like I was eating a ton. So not healthy for anybody that struggled with any type of disordered eating or binge eating or anything like that. So don't recommend it for everybody. It's more of like a lifestyle thing. I do have a couple clients that eat most of their meals in the evening, and I think that they're my male clients. It seems to be a guy thing. Like y'all just get like real busy during the day. Not that women don't, but I think we take more time to eat. And then guys are like, whatever. So, that's my thoughts.
And that's also the end of the Q&A.
So, that's the end of the Q&A. Yay!
It's a long video.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a little longer, so you're welcome. Hopefully we answered your questions. If not, I wouldn't be opposed to doing another in the future, so leave any other questions below. Thank you guys for watching. Happy Easters. Late Easters.
Late Easters now.
Yeah. We're gonna go to church and hang out with families and then go climbing. Yay! Bye!
Yeah.
It's always the same song.